Big shout out to everybody that made it back. Welcome to the Desert Podcast. Please don't forget to hit your subscribe button, leave a like, leave a comment. Tell us what's cooking, what we can do to improve our show. Ring volume. Is it loud enough now? Alright, let's go. Today we're hanging out with Noza. Does anyone still call you
No,
that?
respect me, please. I am no longer a child.
How do you pronounce your name?
Lekwetse.
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 Lekwetse. Oh, Lekwetse. Oh, Lekwala. How are you?
I'm getting yourself.
I'm very nice. What's about a shoot to kill?
No. Or shoot to kill, like literally or figuratively.
Like there's a phrase. I think they use it figuratively. I'm going straight for your head.
Ah, why? Why? We started already.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. You didn't even say. But okay.
What is that?
This is foundation.
Foundation.
Yeah, I'm trying to try and match my foundation, my skin tone.
Your skin tone.
Mm.
So in cosmetics, what are your top 5 brands?
Estee Lauder, of course. This is
That's the what?
Estee Lauder. This is like the foundation that's
The best.
the best because it doesn't transfer. So literally, I could hug someone. And
Oh,
it won't-
yeah.
yeah, and it has nice coverage as well. And then what? In terms of like skin prep, like obviously before you put foundation on and everything, you have to prepare your skin. So having a good skincare regime is very important. So I use Ordinary. This other brand called Ordinary.
It's an ordinary brand.
No, because clearly it's not ordinary. Do you see my skin? But yeah, the name of the brand is Ordinary. And I use the serums. I use the hyaluronic, salicylic, and what other one? Niacinamide. Yeah, that's what I use. And also some of like the primers. But those 3 serums really has taken my skincare to the next level. And what else? This spray. You see the spray? You see when they say glue for the face? It's like literally your makeup does not move. Like the whole day it does not move.
So you put that on before?
No, I put it at the very end of my.
Or when you're done?
Yeah, when I'm done.
Glue. Oh, it's glue for your makeup.
Basically, but it's like a lock-in mist. It locks your makeup in, and yeah, so that like I said, you don't transfer makeup onto somebody else, and when you touch your face, also, you don't get residue. What else do I like? Oh, this brand. I don't know if we're giving people promo here. They should be paying.
Those guys, they...
No, I'm just saying everyone, all the brands that I'm talking about. So this brand is like called Hermosa Flow. It's a South African brand, black owned, yeah, female owned by Gorgeous in Bali.
Oh.
So this is the only thing I use for like in terms of on my palettes. Yes, literally, I have a lot of them. This is just the two that I'm always using.
Who owns that? Is though it's the same brand? Yeah, Gorgeous in Bali.
Yeah, it's Hermosa Flow. So this is like the face palette.
Gorgeous in Bali, kwa Sivo.
Hey.
Hey.
Please, don't you dare. Don't you dare? Hey. Yes, I use Hermosa Flow. Like in terms of eyeshadow, that's all I use basically because I have almost all of her palettes. So yeah, and then the last one, what could it be? I don't know. Oh yes, this brow pencil. You see this one? It's like nice and thin. It's from Maybelline. So when you draw your brow, it's like it's not very overwhelming. But you'll see how I use it. It's very precise. It's very nice and thin. It's easy to use. So it's literally my go-to brow pencil. Yeah.
Do you think the 12-year-old you would know this is me?
The 12-year-old me didn't know anything about all of this and nothing. I know I used to steal my sister's makeup like a lot, but I didn't know what I would end up you know, this being like my career, my bread and butter. This is what I do. But yeah, the 12-year-old me would be very shocked. I thought I would be something else.
What was your dream job as a kid? The one, not the one they wanted, the one you really wanted when you were a child.
Psychology.
Psychology.
I wanted to be a psychologist.
And?
I don't think, like when I passed my matric, my marks didn't match up, to be quite honest. And then after that, I took like a year off while I was upgrading my marks. But during that year, I was in Pretoria. So I think one day my cousin kind of asked me, oh, what's that one thing you look forward to doing? Because I needed to decide before the year ends or next year go there. And then I did my research and I found out about somatology. So I ended up studying somatology, which is a health and skincare therapy. So I basically deal with the skin and everything body, everything, you know, beauty, I studied. It's like a 3-year diploma. You also get internationally accredited. So I'm internationally accredited with ITech. So I can work in many countries because of that accreditation.
So what are you still doing with Begasot?
Well, hey, life doesn't go out. It's not very cheap actually to work, because you could work on the cruise ship, but that also doesn't come cheap. It's money. And my fees were like insane as well. So right after I graduated, I think it was a few months after I had a baby. So the plan was to go on the cruise ships, but I was doing the most and I ended up having a baby. So not that my baby holds me back. I can still do a lot of things. You know, it's just that she comes first. So I couldn't have a baby and then leave the country. I still have my whole life. So, you know, certain things come. Yeah, when she's, you know, I can leave her maybe with my mom and my sister without worrying. But I don't know, life has changed so much now, so I don't know if I still have that dream of moving overseas and staying there for months and years. Because, you know, not necessarily staying here. Maybe I can stay in another city like Pretoria, Cape Town.
Where there's load shedding?
There's no load shedding in Pretoria East. That's where your ministers stay. So they don't experience load shedding there. So, but yeah, I mean, staying in another country.
Yeah,
I mean,
get the hell out of here.
If my family can move with me, yes, my husband and kids, if they can move with me, yeah. But there's a lot of bread in South Africa, hey, like
there's a lot of bread.
Like there's so much we can do. It's just that our economy is. But there's a lot of bread. And you don't have to worry about it. Like, it's nice, the idea of staying in a city and staying, you know, where it's busy and nice. It's a nice idea. Mara, the lifestyle is very expensive.
It's very expensive.
So unlike more, that's a lot. I don't have to worry about rent. The only thing I worry about is diesel. That's it. Mara gore ke sentse 10,000 mafella kgwedi. So yeah, home is where my heart is for now. For now.
Where did you grow up?
Gamaroga. The side of Trikop. Straight line.
What was that like growing up in Gamaroga?
It was not bad. Like, it was a very quiet village. Now, no offense to anyone. Well, yes, offense to you because you're ruining our land. If we did a dikrom, like you guys messed up our land. Like, Gamaroga used to be like a chill place, very safe. We'd play on the streets without worrying. There was never like, you'd come back home without worrying. No, you I'll chat like a ramolete because I'm being for real, like it's not nice.
So
like,
it's hectic, the illegal mining.
So I'm just, I also stayed in practice here for a while with my aunt. when I was still in Calvin, and also with my sister when she was staying in town. So yeah, like basically.
What is that?
This is vitamin C from Ghana.
Vitamin C.
Yeah. I also love it. It's one of...
vitamin C.
It nourishes the
Looks
skin.
like cow.
Boy, get out. It does, but it's not. I promise you, it does. Like, and a lot of people say it doesn't work for them. It breaks them out, but it really has. It does.
Maybe I should try it.
I can see. You should try but those are active. I don't know if you should try the ordinary. It's
brand.
Yeah, you should try the niacinamide, especially to take away the pigmentation. Because when you have a pimple, then
the dead cells,
the scarring, the spots on your face, it helps reduce the appearance of that. Also. And the hyaluronic acid. Especially now in winter, you need the hyaluronic acid because and we don't drink a lot of water in winter, so that hyaluronic acid puts water back in.
Moisturizes your skin. So the purpose of the vitamin C will go down.
It just for me, the vitamin C, it brightens my skin. It helps it has helped brighten my skin a lot more ever since I started using it. So it's for me, it's brightening, gives you a glow, not lightening, because there is a huge difference. There's brightening and light. So yeah, it brightens my skin.
Oh, we learning.
Yeah, learning. Yeah,
is that still vitamin C?
No, this is a hydrant. It's a serum. It's a primer.
It's a primer.
Yeah, you put it before you apply your foundation. So it's not like something you can use on a day-to-day. I mean, you can if you want to, but it's usually I'll use it for when I'm about to wear makeup. But this you can definitely use
every day.
Every
so the primer you
prepare.
Prime.
Yeah, you prepare.
Why will I'm supposed to know?
Yeah, when you paint also.
When you paint.
Yeah, you put primer.
Oh.
When you do your nails, you put primer. When so wherever it is that you are going to cover with color, you have to prime. It's also with the skin.
All right. So
it's a lot of things, so you can't ask it. You'll be asking the whole day. For what is this?
We got all day. We're trying to learn something.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
We're trying to be out here. So what was that like? Because what was happening? Were your parents hustling or?
I'm from a single parent home, so I can't imagine it being easy to raise 3 children by yourself. So I could understand if my mom was like, yeah, move in with your aunt more practicing. And school was much closer. Because I don't miss. Oh, guys. You could stand from from Ramaroga. And not it's before Rivalete proper traffic. And unamage bus by, let's say, 6:15. Yeah, or 6:30. Or to 5. And then you had to when you get to school, you're tired because you've been standing in Kamo busing the whole time. So and also, it wasn't safe. Why are you standing in the bus?
What grade were you in when you were doing? Did you do that for a long time?
I started Calvin. I started going Hawaii.
What's your
grade 1, 2, and then we moved here. I think I don't remember what grade we were. Grade 1, we moved here.
You were still a kid.
Yeah,
I don't think it was.
Yeah, until grade 7.
Until grade 7.
Yeah. So
I travel.
I think when I moved in with my aunt, it was grade 5. Because my mom saw what I was because it's and Calvin were practicing, so at least I could. So at least it was much better. And yeah. And also my sister eventually moved to town as well. So yeah, it was. And then grade 7, after grade 7, I left. I went to a different school. I went to World School Leidenburg. So I was in hostel when I was there. And then on weekends we left. So my sister like eventually moved to Leidenburg. So on weekends I would go stay with my sister. So yeah.
What was that like, being in
hostel?
hostel?
Hostel teaches you independence, right? Like you are able to, like you have to take care of yourself. Your mom and dad, or mom, your sister, your brother, there's no one there. You have to literally take care of yourself. You have to make sure you're ready for school. There's no one who's going to come. Well, there will be someone to wake you up because you hear people and stuff like that.
How old were you?
When I went to what school? Grade 8. I started grade 8. So I was 15. I was a year behind.
So what is that like?
Yeah, so they cook. You have breakfast and lunch and dinner. So
and dinner?
In the morning you have breakfast, and then you go to school. You have to sort out your own skafti. Then I bought a first skafti. And
what was your lunch?
After
lunch. So we have breakfast, lunch with the porn.
Yeah, with the supper. And then after school is lunch. It's like our lunch. You understand?
So after school, come 4, 5.
And now how such child like that so Calvin, please. I'll check out 1 or 1:45. And then yeah.
Oh, that's the actual lunch.
Yeah, and then it's study.
And then you study.
And then after that, you then go for, after study, then it's sports. Then maybe you could go to town like on Wednesdays. Like you could buy yourself stuff and put it in your cupboard, like if you want to buy. But you couldn't have like a fridge, like stuff like that.
There was a little teacher.
No. Oh, sorry. There were people,
Okay.
There were situations where people stole daily, you know. But you have to make sure. No, I didn't have the shop. I remember my sister stayed around, so maybe sometimes if she could.
Oh, so now you didn't have to be having your food in station?
I did have, because she didn't bring me food. And now that I think about it, I'm like asking myself, why didn't my sister bring me food? Like, obviously she would cook. Why didn't she bring me food every day? Like,
why was
yeah, and it's a whole. But anyway, that's fine. And yeah, you had to sort maybe noodles and stuff like that. You just keep them in your cupboard and yeah. But when I think it was grade 11 and then grade 12, then you could have like a fridge. But before that. Grade 8, we didn't have plugs in our rooms. We had to plug our phones on the passage. Hey, if there's one thing about hostel, that school, we the black kids, there was Ian 2, 3, 4. I get 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 and 4 was the black kids basically. And we didn't even have plugs in our rooms except the people who were prefects, like head girls. Like they had the first room and then they had plugs. The rest of us, we had to plug our phones more passaging. So you could only, if you plug it during the night, you just hope in your heart that no one steals your phone. Like, and now that I think I was like rubbish, like why did you? It's only when I think I got to grade 11 and 12 where we are like, nah, it can't be like that. We can't live here. And people are still struggling to just get a plug in the room. Yes, everyone in their rooms they had plugs. Rena, the black people, the swart men, so we didn't have. But yeah, eventually.
So they were racist.
I don't know. You said it, I didn't. But you know, obviously, with certain schools, there are racial issues.
Well, yeah, what was the treatment like, especially like the actual in the school?
In the school, I think on a day-to-day basis, like I think there's a bit of segregation because, let's say for example,
you can call it racism. They won't do anything to you.
There was racism, yes, definitely. But there was segregation in terms of you get grade 9, A, B, C, D, E, F, E, until E, and GF, which I understood maybe because there's English and Afrikaans. You understand? So they tried to put us in one class. We were mixed with some white people, but usually it'll be like your English people or your Indian people, Muslims and colored people. We'd be mixed with them. But like you could see or classic you could see it. Like it was like
the majority.
Yes, like yes. And you I don't know. Like and the white people kind of got away with a lot. Like I remember in high school, I used to have a best friend in high school. And then I don't know, we were laughing or something. And then one of the rugby boys, like he's the the big guy. Like he's the rugby boy. And then he said a comment to one of my friends.
Racist comment.
Yeah, well, I don't remember what the comment was. And then my friend, like, she talked back. And then he almost kicked her in the face. And that was caught on camera. And obviously that's kind of being violent and aggressive towards someone, So he was taken to the office. There was nothing done about it. It's just, we moved on. Life went on, like nothing happened. And obviously when something like that happens to you, it stays with you. So it didn't really matter for them. They didn't really, I don't think in terms of racial issues they cared because they kind of protected the people that were racist.
But what is that now?
It's rubbish. Oh, this. Oh! I thought you were talking about them people. Sorry, I still have PTSD from being in med school. I'm sorry. But it wasn't all bad. Oh, this is concealer. It's a concealer palette. So it has different shades for different types of skin tones. It conceals your face. So it basically highlights the areas of your face. So these are the areas of my face I want to, to pop. Yeah, so you place it on the areas, that you want highlighted or to, show.
Also, you're even aware that you got PTSD from
And you know what the sad part is? That school was good.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I still get some
education part of
the shame. Like, it's not, I'm not gonna lie, like, it's a really, really good. But, like
outside the
treatment, I don't know about it now. I wouldn't know. My nephew is there, still there.
You should ask, how old is your nephew?
He's 17 now.
You should ask him.
Yeah, but he's like a rugby boy, so he
fits in.
He fits in, like he's like, so he does, I don't know what his experience is, but I've had certain moments where I think I once fetched him from school and he got sick. And one of the teachers was like, why didn't you just stay home? Didn't you know you're sick? And in my head, I'm like, there was white people leaving because I think there was a flu going on now. People were starting to feel sick. And then, like she was on his neck. And in my head, I'm like, you don't even know how is it for him at home. You're now telling him, why didn't you just stay home? Didn't you know you're sick? You know? Like, you can't just say something like that to
Why didn't you rip him and they're like, hey, yo, my nigga?
I wasn't in the room when that was said. So he told me,
you?
Yeah. And I was fetching him. And because the mom was at work and I was available. And there were like issues about, no, you have to fetch the person that has to fetch is the one who was on the register. And I'm like, sometimes people have single homes. Like, dad is not always there to come and pick you up. Mom is not always there to come pick you up. So,
she was making an issue about you not being
on paper,
on the register
And I'm like, just have some grace. You don't know. Not everyone has that privilege to have both parents available at all times to come and pick them up at school. So, but I could see the white kids were leaving, and I'm just like,
these body days.
You know what? But it's almost over for him. He's in grade 11 now. But he's fine. He's okay. Maybe it was bad back then.
That's what you think. You haven't had his story. Because if you were to ask him the actual
But he's so happy, like at school. Like he's so happy when he has to go to like rugby and he's so, like full of life. So I'm guessing. I'm from what I'm seeing.
You should ask.
I'll ask him. I'm seeing him next week, so I'll ask him.
So you went to Calvin, then to our school. Then you finished your matric there.
Yes, I finished my matric. After matric, my marks weren't so good for what I wanted to study, like psychology. So my mom was like, go and upgrade. And then, yeah.
Wait, before we go, did you realize any change in your social life? Do you think it did anything for you being able to move from Calvin in a small town like Bakersfield, then going to
What school?
to her school?
What school? Leidenburg is even smaller than Bakersfield. So yeah, so I didn't really do much. Like I can't say, oh, I went out.
Did you have friends there?
Yeah, in hostel. The people that were my friends here. Yeah, like
you didn't make new friends that side.
I did. I definitely did. But I'm saying in terms like of a social life, it was just like
not much of a difference.
Not much of a difference because like it's a small town. It's very small. So I didn't really go anywhere. Didn't really do much. Like, do you have a social life when you're in high school?
Me?
Huh?
Yo.
Because I don't remember, like, I can't remember. My social life maybe was Soki, if you're going to Soki, Vibo, or Matric Dance, or those were like our social lives. But I can't say, oh, I get nothing, or in high school, maybe I get some bites again. Maybe I get but I didn't.
High school was late. You wouldn't believe
it. Was for me. It was in matric. Maybe because I was older than but I was having fun at school. Like it was more enjoyable because you're in matric. You're matric, and also I was prefect in my hostel. So yeah, the first black prefect in those white people's hands. So they asked us, which hand do you want to take? Which dorm do you want? I was like, I want that number 1. Because I just wanted to see. I was like, no, I want that one.
Did you give them a hard time?
I don't know if I did. I'd like to believe I didn't. I was cool people, but I just wanted a change, honestly. Like, I just didn't want the same system to follow with then people coming after me, like not having plugs in the dorm for black people. They put
so when you choose it, were you allowed to stay there?
Yeah, then I moved there. Then I had a plug. Then,
you left your niggas in the cut.
I left the people in the ghetto, in the hood. Like, I was like, I'm going to the burbs now. Ciao. Yeah. So it was pretty annoying.
Yeah, big shout out to everybody that's here, that's out here consuming this content. Please subscribe. Like most of our viewers, YouTube be unique viewers, is people who are not subscribed. Please, guys, subscribe.
Press that subscribe.
Please subscribe to our channel.
Like, share, comment. And click the notifications.
Click on the notifications. You
get a notification that the Desert Podcast
there's a new episode.
What were we?
We were talking about the Khang or Ushili.
Yeah,
so you left your niggas in the cut and then you moved.
In the hood.
You moved.
So I moved, but when I moved, at least they had plugs, Like I didn't want to, and I wanted black.
Was it different? Did you experience anything different from staying there, other than just the facilities, the environment?
Not really. I was a prefect, so obviously you get like special treatment, like.
They come mess with you.
Yeah, like when you eat, we come first. Like, we stand in the line first because we're matrix and stuff like that. Yeah, it's just that. And the plugs and having a fridge.
Out of context. I want to ask you, so you're a Christian, right?
Yes.
I always wanted to have this chat about this thing.
No, our kids actually have their own with our church and everything. Kids have their own place, and while they're playing, they actually go outside. They have their own little thing going on, and then they eat. By the time you come out, you don't have to worry about line. And even at our church, every Sunday the kids eat something.
Which church is that?
Solid Rock Baptist Church.
Solid Rock Baptist Church.
Yes. Yeah, it's part of like a. So we have different places, branches. Yes, there's one in Longtail, there's one in Polokwane, there's one everywhere. So it was part of. We have one Kwaramaro. So my mom is a pastor, so they took her about me a Kwarapodile. So yeah.
Has she been a pastor
All my life? No, she only started being when they told her, no, go hlokega moruti. She wasn't supposed to be the pastor. But now she's a so now she's ordained, like she's a pastor. She has studied the principles, she did theology and she graduated, so she is a full-blown pastor. Moruti mafloza.
What was it like?
Moruti mafloza. But that's what they call her.
Well, was it not like a little bit hard, or maybe was strict mama growing up as
it was. It still is.
A child who.
It was, and it still is, because you go to church and you're wana mama. Like before she became a pastor, I was just going to church and wana muruti. So like there wasn't any pressure.
In your community, what is it? I remember, wasn't there a time where you're posting more about mama or
got my post?
What was this?
You see, whoever you are.
Because I remember I saw something like that on social media.
Like people were like taking whatever it is that I share on social media and taking it to my mom. And obviously it's upsetting for a parent, you know. Because I don't know who it was, but I'd like to believe, or we live in a different generation, and like I'm very open. Not what I expose my personal life to people, but if I have an opinion on something, I'll share it. So I think because like my family is very private. My siblings are also very private. They're not very social media.
I didn't even know you had siblings.
Yeah, because I don't really show them or share about, you know, much of my family, because I try to protect them as much as I can. But yeah, so I don't really.
So
we're three.
So
I have an elder sister. She comes first. She's 48. And then my brother, he's 40 something as well, and then I'm 28. So like there's a huge gap between us. I was an oops baby. My mom was like, she's done, and then
you went oops baby.
Oops baby. Oops, I'm pregnant. She had me when she was pretty old. I'm a late lamiki. So she had me when she was a bit older. I think 30 something, late 30s, like 38. And my dad was also pretty old, so they were not thinking of having Bana at that time, and then I came along. So there's a huge gap between me and my siblings. So I was in a generation where we are much more open, carefree, whereas with them it's like strict and don't do this, do that, like live like this, don't do like, you know. And I'm not like that. Like, you know, if there's anything about me, I'm not. I cannot keep her restricted. So with my family, when I came into the picture, they were very still subtle people. So they felt like, okay, I'm sharing too much with my life on social media. So they would take it to my mom. It would upset my mom. Hey, but they don't do it anymore, because now, you know, I'm basically married. So what can they say?
It's your life.
You know,
you're grown up.
I'm grown now, so now even now it's still like, ish, I still have to be very careful. Yeah, so you know, when you go to church, like we were on that church thing, how was it? It's like you, you're going to fellowship, you're going to church, no one is looking at you as Mwana Muruti Mama. There's not pressure here. You're going there to formulate your relationship with God, and that's it. You know, so that's the difficult part about being a preacher's kid, is like, maybe if you are dressed a certain way, or you have a child out of wedlock like me, it's like, oh my God. you know. So disappointing when I'm Ruthie, you know. And yeah, those are the realities of preachers' kids. And usually I'd say that when the devil wants to destroy the pastor, they usually go for the children. That's why you find it's not that bana ba baruti ba seleka or bana ba baruti ha ba shapo. It's because that's the only way the devil can get to the parent. Again, the parent when have that armor, they pray, they're strong in prayer. So the most fragile and vulnerable part of a pastor is their children. So they use their children to try and destroy the pastor. So we are we are on the top of the devil's list. Because he's trying to make sure yeah, he's trying to make sure the generation
that's one way to look at it.
Yeah, that he's trying to make sure there's no other, you know, minister or pastor coming after that. But he's trying to cut that cycle of, you know, maybe Nagaba Muruti or my brother or my sister. You know, so he targets us. Or that lineage is fail. So yeah, so unfortunately for us, we are targets.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So what was it like growing up with your siblings? Because this means you're like the youngest.
Yeah, very young. Now my siblings more like they were in varsity, hey? Most of the time.
So you basically grew up alone?
Yeah, most of the time it was me and my mom.
Because the pastor, didn't you have like maybe other family members your mom was taking care of? Or you just grew up?
They were, but yeah, they were. They were.
So you didn't really grow up alone?
No, I remember when I was in high school, I was with my cousins
and then you went to hostel.
Yeah, so it wasn't really lonely like that. Like most of my life, I was with my cousins. Like my mother's sister's kids. So I spent most of my time. They were in Calvin. You probably know them, but yeah, I was with them as well. I don't know if you know Vilri, Stambo,
Stambo.
Yeah. You don't know him. Not the sweet man.
Yeah?
Not Stambo the sweet, the person.
Stambo, wapi?
Awa. Oh.
Stambo!
Hey, that's my cousin.
Oh, yeah. Man, I remember Kwakasi.
Yeah.
Where is that? I haven't seen that nigga in a while.
He's around. He stays in Pretoria. Obviously, his family's that side. Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and Velri and Gabe. I doubt you know some Gabelo. So yeah, those are the people I spend most of my life with. Those are my siblings that I was around the most. Because my sister was already like working, and my brother, I think he was in varsity. So I didn't really see them around the house a lot until, you know, they came back. But yeah.
Little Skippy, what was that powder? I'm gonna get baby powder you put on your face.
It's loose, translucent powder.
Translucent.
Translucent.
Or translucent.
Yeah. So I'm setting my face now with powder.
Setting.
Yeah. So this is me just blending in the concealer, you know, and then after that is done, I take a bit of powder and I press it into my skin so that it doesn't crease.
It doesn't?
Crease, like you know the lines on yeah. So when you set your makeup before you bake, you know baking, when you see that powder, you see like they put it on like a lot on the face. That's baking. So I'm setting before I bake. It's not the same. It's not the same formula. I don't think baby powder works the way this works.
By experiment.
They're with the times, because I think with the makeup now, we're very much exposed to it. It's everywhere. Like you open your Instagram, your Facebook, you see makeup tutorials. So I think these days, you can't excuse or No,
You think people, they don't have time to teach themselves things?
Yeah, that's why I have
You'll be
master
surprised.
classes. Like I hosted one in Burgos, I don't know if you saw. I hosted. When was the master class? It was
27
in
May.
Yeah, it was in May.
What was happening there? You're going to teach them how
Yes.
for free?
No, not for free.
Yeah.
No, honey. No. It wasn't for free.
Yeah.
So they paid a price, 1.5, and then they get a kit, a little bit of a kit, and then they get the skills.
Did they
get
actually
food.
show up?
Yeah.
Wow, dope.
They really did. Like I had a lot of love and support from Burgersford. So I'm hosting another one in Ladenburg.
When?
In November the 9th.
In November.
Yes. So hopefully I want to see how that one goes in Ladenburg, because now people in Pretoria also say they want a class with me. So yeah, going to master classes helps. You won't, like what I tell people is that when you go to a class for makeup, don't think on that day you're supposed to know how to draw a brow. It's about like writing down the notes, taking the skills and going and studying. And practicing on a daily basis, yes. Because I didn't start out like this. About what matches my face, what, you know. If you go to my Facebook and go back to my pictures, you'll see.
Pictures.
Who is that? Who the hell is that? You know? So it takes practice. With makeup is literally... I remember there was a time I would wear makeup every single day.
Every single day?
Every single day.
You were practicing?
Because I really wanted to get it right. Now I can go months without wearing.
Because now you know what you're doing.
No, but because I'm tired. Like makeup is like when I think of removing the makeup when I get home. But I enjoy doing it.
It's a process.
Yeah, but when I get into it, it's so much fun. Like I really, really enjoy doing my makeup. I'm not gonna lie, but I hardly do it because also your skin has to breathe. Like I'm very much for great skin. Like your skin has to pop. You have to take care of your skin. And I understand there are people who have different experiences with skin, like acne, so forth and so forth.
Because of makeup?
No, because of maybe hormones and, you know, certain things. You have a breakout. But you have to take care of your skin. You can't always be wearing makeup and not doing the right things after taking off the makeup, you know. You have to take care of your skin. So I'm very big on skincare. So
in somatology, they teach you about the actual, like the biology of the skin, because they go like the hormone.
Yeah, so I had anatomy, psychology, business.
Anatomy?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, and by what else? Business studies, psychology, body therapy. Makeup.
So they even teach you the business, how to be able to sell yourself.
Yeah, how to like do cost selling prices, everything, like, you know, the site analysis stuff. Like, yeah, we learned a lot. It was not just be pretty and do great. Like, no, we studied about skin, like the skin and everything, like the layers of the skin, the body, like massages, you know, like we worked with so many machines, like different type of things like permanent makeup, lipo, laser, hair removal, like a lot of stuff. So yeah, it's not just it's not beauty therapy. There's a difference between beauty therapy and somatology.
What is the difference?
I feel with beauty therapy is like usually short courses, like maybe 6 months or a year, whereas with somatology is like 3 years.
It's an actual course.
It's an actual course. You can also do an advanced diploma for like 4 years. I think the UJ doesn't have it anymore. I think TUT has it. Centurion Academy, that's where I went. There's Isa Custom. I don't know if Cape Town has it, but yeah.
So you went to Centurion Academy?
Yeah, I went to that. After I was done with my upgrading, I registered that year and then I started.
What grade all again?
Pretoria.
In Pretoria?
Yeah, I was in Pretoria. So it was in the academy was in Centurion. And then, yeah, the next year, that's when I started.
In Pretoria?
Pretoria East, Silver Lakes.
Well, Silver Lakes is... Oh,
What's
I
an Vela
I
from?
know where Silver Lakes is.
Yeah.
Okay,
What's an
well,
Vela from? Rayo
Gausula Hatfield, ne?
Yes.
Not really. It's on the.
Mamelodi.
Taibona, Mamelodi. Oh, yeah.
Yes. That's where I was staying.
You were staying alone.
No, I was with family.
With
My
family.
aunt, the one that was in Stambo's mom, yeah.
Mhm.
I was staying with her. So, yeah, and then when I went to Centurion, I was in the race for the first year.
Mhm.
And then the second year, I went to an apartment and I stayed with a friend.
Mm.
Yeah, until I graduated.
What was that like now? Because I'm sure it wasn't easy for you, or as a I wouldn't say first year. Yeah, okay, it was a first year student who do family. What was that like?
No, it was nice.
It was nice.
Yeah, I didn't have to worry about rent and like those things. I like it was home. Like it was really nice. Like I would advise people to invest in getting houses and apartments in cities for their children, so that their children don't have to worry so much about
Having to pay rent.
paying rent, and when as a parent can go there at any time to make sure that your child is fine and everything. So I really, really liked it, even though maybe it was restricted because you couldn't go out as you please, you know. But like it was really nice. I felt safe because coming from a very small town and entering into a huge city, I'm not gonna lie, it's very scary, but it made me feel safe. It was good to know that I didn't have to worry about my next meal. I didn't have to worry about, you know, lights being on, warm water, food on my table, because I had family there. So yeah.
And then staying alone, what was that like now getting to?
It was fun.
Live with a friend.
It was fun. Like, obviously it wasn't easy because
Especially below from
yeah. But honestly, it was fun. It taught me a lot of about independence, like taking care of yourself. Because it's just you.
Yeah.
And it's such a because if you don't know, and that's why it's important to choose a course that you really, really like. Like if I didn't like it, I probably would have just dropped out. But because I was passionate, and it was difficult, it was hard, because it was a lot of work. We had to complete, how many hours was it? 600 or 4 hours by the end of your graduation. You have to complete them in order to...
Or isn't like sort of that's like an internship.
Yeah,
Were you getting paid?
Yeah, no. So you could work at a spa or something.
Work,
yeah. So, but it was like for your hours. Like it's for your hours so that you're able to graduate.
So without those hours, they won't give you your paper.
No, you have to complete them.
How do they know you did them?
I get you sign. We had a logbook.
Oh,
so whoever it is who employed you or you're working for had to sign and yeah, that's how they knew. And also, the school had a spa, so you could also
do it at the school.
And there's cases that you could do at school, and then those also counted.
Where did you do your hours when?
I did them at school. I worked at a spa called HM Serenity. I also did my makeup, so that also counted as hours, like when I was doing my makeup on my clients. And also when you let's say the school would say, okay, there's a beauty pageant at a school, so we need people to come and work there. So that's how I got. Oh, and also I worked at that time in all the roots more Tawamshat. King, that's spa no. Mole Tawamshati, there's a spa. Yeah, that's where I did some of my hours there.
Also, you were learning and then practicing.
So you had to be under someone.
We were
learning, but honestly, like when you love something, you'll get it right. Like you'll practice and get into it. So it was not very hard. Clients are difficult though. Like it's not easy. Like pleasing people, especially in the beauty industry, because people want to look their best. So it wasn't easy, but it's doable. If you love it, you'll do it.
So your eyebrows, do you usually like
Tweeze them.
You tweeze them.
Like shape them, not tweeze. Yeah, I shape them a little bit.
You
Just
shape them a little bit.
Yeah, just a bit. I don't. Which I get to eyebrow. Come no, darling. No, I don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's.
They also teach you how to do that.
Basically, sorry, with school, we had makeup, but it wasn't like in depth. So I had to go and learn myself, like on YouTube, Instagram. When it comes to what I studied, it was more about the skin and health and taking care of the body. Makeup, yeah, we did, but it was like Caucasian makeup. Like it wasn't what I'm doing now. Like I didn't really. So most of what I learned
Outside school.
Outside of school, like on YouTube and stuff like that. And my cousin at that time was really big on makeup, so she also taught me. I just tried to master it a little bit, and yeah.
Who's your cousin?
Kabel. Yeah. We call her Smomoza, but she doesn't like the name. The same way I don't like Moza.
Smomoza.
Yeah.
A big shout out to Smomoza.
Yeah, she's the one who kind of like, not
she
kind
showed
of.
You the ropes.
Yeah, she told me, like, my first makeup lesson was with her, because she was really good. So I was like, teach me, I want to learn. And then yeah, from there I fell in love with makeup. I've always been in love with makeup. I remember there was a time, man, there was a event, Kamola, you were performing also.
Where?
Mo practicer, Paradise. What's the name?
Oh, no, Paradise.
Paradise. Yes, there was there, and that was my first like breakout to saying I'm doing makeup. I remember I was doing makeup for 50 Rand at the store. That's where I started.
50 bucks. When was this?
Yeah, I don't remember.
Safari.
Yeah,
Safari era.
Yes.
That was a long time ago.
Yo, that was a long time ago. So, yeah, I've been in, like, it's been a long time. So I was doing makeup for like 50 Rand. I had shirts, I had my sister there, I had my cousin there, like, helping. So, yeah.
People will come there.
Yeah.
Were they happy?
They were very happy. And that time it was so mediocre. Wow! But for that time, at that time,
yeah, it was the thing. It was proper at that time.
It was proper. But now I'm just like, wow, that's crazy. I would never let anyone touch my face who did that. But yeah.
What was life like in, like, what's about a campus life here on Ivan? Is there like an actual life on campus, or is just you guys, you go in class?
I don't know. I always end up in with the Caucasian people. Like it was more white people than, so I didn't really.
You don't have black friends.
Like no, I had black friends, but it was from outside, you know, and I don't know how to say it. Their social life is like coming together at home, braaiing, cook sisters.
Yeah, we back from an ad break. Kind of, you were telling us about your social life on Centurion Academy.
I didn't really have much of a social life on campus, like.
So these Caucasian people you were having the cook sisters with, you met them, were in class.
Very lovely people. Very lovely people. They were.
Are you still friends with any of them right now?
Yeah, actually, one of them is. Well, she's not Caucasian. She's mixed. She's Indian colored. So yeah, I was actually.
She's a combo.
She's a combo. She's literally one of my great friends. I was her bridesmaid at her wedding last year, December, and yeah, she's Wafika. Yeah, she's
Wafika isn't like Wafiga.
No, I think it's another. I get you. I know what you mean. And everybody thinks that. Everyone thinks that, but I think it means something else. I just don't remember what it is.
Hopefully she will watch and tell us in the comments.
What it means. Yeah, that's who I think from varsity that I'm in contact with. Even the one I was staying with, my roommate, she was also in the same school, but she was a year before me. She's still my very close friend. Kiran. Khaled.
She's colored.
Yeah, I think you've seen her on my socials. Kiran. Yeah, she's also still my very good friend. So yeah, those are I think the only 2 people in varsity. Am I forgetting someone?
What about high school? Do you still have any
Yes,
friends
those are my friends.
from high school that are still your friends
Yes,
right now?
like my best friend is still, like, my best of friends are still from high school. Bernice and Zelda. And I still have, who else from high school? Natalie. I'm Mshapian is from primary. Yeah, Mshapian is a friend from primary. Yeah, I still have my friends from high school as well. Like Remo, Liao. Yeah, I have a lot of them are from high school.
Gang.
Or even Fiona, I met her in I think
Pretoria.
Yeah, in Pretoria. I didn't know her. Like when I was still here, I didn't know her. But when I went to Pretoria, I met.
Oh, you're from Maninga.
You know that thing. So we became very good friends, very, very, very good friends from when I was in varsity. So yeah. I hope I'm not forgetting anyone. If I did, I'm so sorry.
Sorry.
Please, I love you.
So then you graduate.
And I graduated in 2021. Yeah, and then that's what COVID times also. So I came back home. Well, I went to Leidenburg. And yeah, I was in Leidenburg after that because I was trying to start something for myself. Like, I was working at like a little spa, but that didn't really it didn't work out. So I was trying to establish myself there, which I did eventually. I feel like now it's much better.
And then when do you give birth to Village?
Village Girl Treats. Village Girl Treats has always been there.
It's always been
Vela since varsity. Like it's just been
something you established while you were still in varsity.
And then
what gives the conception of that idea?
I think it's cool. Like it's cool. They try to motivate you to start something for yourself. They treat you to stand for yourself and have your own business. Like I said, I had business studies, so they teach you that. So from Veda, I think second year varsity, that's when I realized that I really wanted to be a makeup artist more than anything, and that's where Village Girl Treats came in. It wasn't registered then, but I was just building up, trying to see if this is for me, and it was. So yeah, it was 2018. Yeah, I think 2018. That's when Village Girl Treats was something that I really.
Where is it now? Growth size?
It's grown so much. Like I'm not even gonna lie. Like from where I started, looking back now, I can see it was all worth it. Like it wasn't. Like in the beginning, when you start something like makeup, it's not taken seriously, especially at home. What did I make? Yeah, you know. But now, it's like I know my value, so I wouldn't say I'm always constantly booked and busy because you gotta put the price. Like when you know what you're doing, people kind of like, I can't afford you, so
It's not even anyone, it's me. Would you rather have 10 gigs that pay 500 or have 1 gig that pays 10K?
Exactly. So because I studied for years, I invested so much into this business. I decided, you know what, I have to put value to, and the clients that come to me know they're going for something that's valuable. I need to pee. I'm sorry.
We'll pause.
Sorry.
Yeah, you were still telling me about Village Girl Treats.
So honestly, it's grown. It's more than just I don't do makeup only. There are other things that I do. Like
please tell us what services you.
So I offer makeup, obviously, permanent makeup. I don't know if you know what that is. Like when you have your brows done permanently. You just wake up. It's called microblading and stuff like that.
I've heard about microblading.
I also do, what's this? Hair installations, lashes, individual lashes.
Hair installations,
Yeah. I wash wigs.
You wash wigs?
Yeah, like treat wigs, like for it to be nice and Yeah, you have to have a clean wig as a lady all the time. Like I truly believe in having a clean wig at all times. And what else do I offer? Massages, body scrubbing, and also with the massages I do house calls for couples also, like one person.
How much is that? Because I know that's something
it differs on what you want, because there's different types of massages. There's sports massage, Swedish, aromatherapy, and so depending on also the time. Let's say maybe you want a 30-minute massage, it'll be like 400 rand, for example.
Little house call?
No. Oh no, it will obviously transportation is a different price. We charge differently. Because no other, for like example, if you like I want a 30-minute massage, it will be that amount. Yeah, it differs.
Let's say what's the most expensive one? The massage?
It's the aromatherapy, because you use different types of oils. So yeah, you have to mix an oil depending on whatever problem the person has on their body. So that can amount to 1,000 rand.
What kind of problems usually?
Like you say, I really have problem with my digestion, right? And then I'll mix oils to try and relieve you of, let's say, digestive problems, or I have a really serious back problem, mix oils, or maybe let's say you're saying you're feeling depressed, for example. I'll use like an oil like jasmine, and you don't use like, it's like you drop it inside like a like the main big oil, like a grapeseed oil, and I'll drop in like a jasmine or an eucalyptus nyan, just a little bit, just to lift up your mood. Like if you're saying, no, I'm feeling very sad, because those oils have like...
Say what?
Yeah, they do have. They have an effect, yeah, on your mood. And also, let's say, for example, like you want to increase your libido, for example. There's an oil for that we use, that you massage you, and then when you go home, you feel better. Go to your husband or wife. And then
for men and women?
Yeah.
Shaban. How much is that?
It depends, like I'm saying, it depends on the time. Maybe you want it for 30 minutes or to an hour.
Yeah, the first one you mentioned, working. The oil, maybe it's, let's say, for digestion. Was the same thing? For like $1,000, let's say I wanted you to make a house call and practice here. How much would you charge me?
$1,000.
$1,000 for everything, even transport.
But when you come to me, it's obviously less.
It's less.
Yeah.
I know where you.
I'm here at Ridge.
Ridge.
Depending on where you, as a client, feel rates.
So I can come to you in Ridge.
You can tell me, okay, can you go? The service should be done go Ridge. And then I'll be there.
How much is it to go Ridge?
No, it's my workspace as well.
From that grand, what is it dropping?
Oh, it's going to drop, so it'll probably be like 700 rand. Yes.
Okay. So yeah, the massage. What other?
Yeah, permanent makeup.
Permanent makeup, massage, treating
makeup,
hair.
individual lashes. So it's those one that you put one by one.
One by one.
That look natural. Like you look at a person and their lashes look nice. That's what I do. Yeah.
You're based in Ridge,
in Ramaro. And Leidenberg.
And Leidenberg.
Yeah. But sometimes particularly.
Are you there like on the socials? Do you have your
yes,
your Village Girl Treats?
On the Village Girl Treats, on Facebook it's Village Girl Treats, and on Instagram it's village_girl.
Our 90 is just the village we know.
No, I'm saying
we know,
there
the
is
we know.
Yeah, it's village_girl_treats.
That's for Instagram.
Yeah, that's Instagram.
Facebook is just Village Girl Treats.
Village Girl Treats. Yeah, everywhere.
So they can go on there and play and tell you, can we do this on Tuesday, blah, 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 blah,
and
blah.
And then from there you can get a price list. After getting a price list, you decide, okay, I want this service, and then I create an invoice for you. And then you 50% secures your booking.
50% secures your booking?
Yeah. Non-refundable.
What are we doing now?
Oh, I'm preparing my eye for the eyeshadow. So it's primer for the eye. Remember I told you before you put paint. Before you put paint, you have to prime the. So it kind of helps make the eyeshadow color pop even more. So yeah. So putting a light or white primer or concealer helps prepare.
Well, what color eyeshadow are you gonna put there?
I'm a bit put like a cream or white.
Cream or white.
Like I'm doing like my signature look, the one that I usually do on myself, and my clients always like, no, when they come, I usually say come with something that, so they always show me like this, if like they want like a subtle soft look. Yeah, so I'm doing a soft look.
Who usually decides on which color to use on the
your dressing
on the eyeshadow or the dressing?
Yeah, so whatever it is that you're gonna wear, kind of, and then red. I mean, these colors go, it doesn't really matter. It's about how you put it. Like, you know, it's really about who does your makeup also. So, yeah.
So you have to, the way we do it's a step by step. You have to like do this last, do this second.
You know, with makeup, there's no formula. Get one, and I started with foundation, and then in the middle, I did my brows. Some people start with brows and then do eyeshadow and then the eyes and then foundation. So there's literally no formula.
You have to find what
and
works
even,
for you.
yeah, even with brushes, I could use this for foundation, but someone else can use it for contouring.
For what?
Contouring like this on the cheeks or blush or something. It's all about doing what you're comfortable with at the end of the day. So don't just because Lekwetse said we started with foundation, because I remember the Masterclass, I usually start with the foundation, but I did like start with the brows, and most of them in the class, actually all of them, preferred starting with the brow. Yeah, so there's no formula. It's literally just about gaining the skills and deciding, okay, what is it that you would like to start with and what is it that works for you. So yeah.
I know, when did you become a mom?
2020.
2020.
Yeah.
What was that like?
Oh, yeah. God, I don't know, man. Like, it was mad. I can't believe it. Actually, you know, when you want a child, ain't nothing gonna stop you. I remember I was so obsessed with babies that year. After varsity, I don't know what bug bit me. That I knew I didn't want to be an old mom one. Like, and I don't know, like I just had the urge to just have a baby. Like, I really wanted a baby. And a part of me is like, no, I can't do it. I don't really have proper job, and you know. But it happened. I had a little girl, like, and it's like literally the best. It can be the worst and best thing that can happen to you. Worst because of the physical changes that happen, because you will definitely change. A lot has changed, like physically for me. But best because you have like your best friend all the time with you. Even in the toilet. You have no privacy when you have a baby. And I'm so glad I had a daughter. And I literally prayed for a girl. And I got a girl. So, yeah, it was nice. It was, yeah, at the very end it was hard because I was in hospital for like over a week before I gave birth because I was sick. So that was very scary, honestly, because you don't know. Because you see people coming in and out, we know side you go, and so you get scared. You're thinking, okay, what if my baby and I don't make it?
You had those thoughts.
Yeah, you have those thoughts. You're like, you pray. Obviously, you have faith in God, but fear lurks in you know, you see, your feet. And I tell people all the time that pregnancy is a matter of life and death. You can die.
Yeah.
You will literally die. Ladies, your womb, don't play with that thing. You're going to die. So just be sure, like, if you're going to do it because you know, even if hell breaks loose or things don't work out for you the way you like, at the end of the day, you'll be able to take care of your child, you know. So, but yeah, matter of life and death.
What was the experience like during your pregnancy and after you gave birth?
I was throwing up morning, day, night, wherever. My pregnancy was hey, guys, if you guys going to have baby Caesar, please do it. Or I don't know if you have a kid, but please make sure because that thing is not easy. Like that person can literally die, like I said, and I'm not exaggerating.
Yeah.
You can literally die. You know what? Sometimes your teeth fall off.
What?
Yeah, some people's teeth fall off. People's hair falls off because of pregnancy.
What?
Your shoe size, you size up. Your weight goes up. Your hormones change. You gain diseases you never had. I had high blood pressure. I have ulcers because of pregnancy.
Yeah.
You know, so
what was it like for you, like your surrounding? Did you have enough
yeah,
support?
I had a lot of support. Like, I'm not even going to lie. Obviously, my mom was disappointed, as she should, because obviously you expect your child to work until they get married, which I don't.
What did that do to you, to your relationship?
We got closer. Funny enough. Like, my mom and I are much, much closer because I'm a mom and I get it now. I really get it. Mom, I get it. I really get it. It was really difficult, obviously, to navigate and say, oh my gosh, I'm pregnant. And especially when you're a preacher's kid and you're pregnant out of wedlock, you know, it's kind of scary. But I was very much supported. I was loved thoroughly by my mom, my siblings, my partner, my husband, who's my husband now. Traditionally, he's my husband, my fiance. So I had the emotional, but it was difficult. Like, pregnancy, the hormones, they are crazy.
Physical.
Yeah. And after pregnancy, I got really sick. I had ulcers. So those things are not
What
nice.
are we doing now? We are putting on the eyeshadow.
Yeah. Those things are not nice. So I got really sick after that.
Ulcer is the worst.
So I was very...
Didn't it change your diet?
I had to change my diet. There's certain things I don't... It's only now that I'm actually getting better. Because, like...
Apparently it's curable.
It is. I feel like it is because I haven't had a reaction. Because I would usually drink... I love apple cider. I never was able to drink it because...
I said it all fucked up your shit.
But now I can. Like, I and I felt fine. But I think because now I want to do a procedure called colon cleansing. I think that also kind of helps. But it does not completely go away. If one day I decide to eat something hot, it might come back. It might trigger the ulcer and come back. It's not an excuse. If you don't feel it anymore, it's an excuse to say, oh no, I'm going to go wild.
Apparently, better get the issue in your stomach, I think.
Yeah,
issue?
stomach line and
stomach
line. Your acidity is not proper. So it kind of changed my... I thought I was going to die. When I was pregnant, I loved hot food. Like, you will fight it, guys.
So you caused it.
Ulcer is a lifestyle disease.
True.
Ulcer is is a type 2 diabetes. It's a lifestyle disease because of the way what you eat, what you consume. So when I was pregnant, I really loved hot food. Like, so you fight it and you give in, and it's gonna come back and bite you.
Because I remember I experienced it also. There was this phase I went through of learning to cook from TikTok, and I was there with the spices and spices. Then there was this week where my stomach was like, we're not having 7 days.
Yo.
7 days. Everything I eat, it went out.
Yo, and you like, throw up.
Couldn't take an hour. It was 30 minutes straight to the toilet.
Yeah, it's bad.
For 7 days. I thought I was gonna die.
You feel like you're gonna die. So that's one of the things I developed after pregnancy that really had me down. Even socially, I couldn't go to places because I was worried that... And also stress triggers ulcers and anxiety. So I experienced those things after post-pregnancy, postpartum. So socially, that's why you hear I don't have friends, because I ended up just kind of
isolating
myself. Could I go to places, my mood would change because I felt sick. And you can't explain to everyone, or, oh no, this is what I'm experiencing and this is what I'm feeling. It's exhausting. So what do? You stay at home. You stay at home. So, but yeah, after that, it's fine. Now I'm fine. I'm way, 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 way better. I'm grateful to God that I'm much healthier. I'm more cautious. I'm even thinking of going to the gym, eating right. Yeah, so pregnancy. I don't know if I'll do it again, but we'll see. Unless they give me a bag, they're like, Sarah 500,000 yana or a million yana for a MP1. I will do it fast. Actually, I want.
You don't want to have another child?
I do, but it's kind of like scary because
after your first experience,
when you experience that, you kind of get really scared. You kind of really like have a fear because, and I didn't have a natural birth. I was under the knife. I went under the knife, so it was scary.
It was scary.
Scary.
And then what was your mom's reaction when she heard you getting married?
Married? Oh, I thought you said when she found that I was pregnant. She was happy. It's just me and my mom. So, I mean, it's exciting, you know. It's exciting, it's nice, but obviously eventually I have to leave. I have to leave her. She has to stay by herself or whoever is in the house. So yeah, she's happy. Like whose parent wouldn't want their child to find love and be happy? Like every parent, I'm sure they hope for their children to have companionship and have someone that's going to love and take care of them. So she's very happy. It's like, you know, it doesn't always happen that you have a child and you stay with that person, because a child can get into between. Not all in between in a relationship, but because the child becomes more of a priority, your relationship kind of dips a little bit. So that can kind of shakes a lot of relationships. But fortunately for me, I'm grateful that I still get to, you know, continue life with the person that I have a child with. So yeah, so she is happy because hi, what's the nation?
Is that still eyeshadow?
But I'm done with eyeshadow now.
What are we doing now?
Mascara. I'm preparing it's for the lash, so that the lash has a place to sit properly. So, not to pop. I'm going to put false lashes again. So this has to have something it can sit on afterwards or regular afterwards.
Can you get glue too?
It's not a glue. This is mascara. I'm going to put glue on the lash. So this is just to basically prime. Prepare the lash for the false lash.
So Village Girl Trees, what are you doing this year? Do you have any other?
Oh yes, definitely. I'm having like another masterclass in Ladenburg. Hopefully it, you know, it works out.
In a little,
I need that bag. So it's happening in Ladenburg on the 9th of November.
You already know when. The venue.
Yeah, it's written. It's on the poster. I shared.
Maybe the poster did really.
Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah. So yeah. Hopefully the ladies can come through.
How much is it?
1.6. You also get food, and I'm not talking finger foods. I'm talking like food. And Mafloza is our caterer. She's the one who's doing the food. Because now you hear, they love her food. Now people might just come because she's mean
in the kitchen.
Yeah, and even now the ladies that came to the 1 year Ladenburg, they still talk. I mean, to the 1 year Burger, so they still talk about
the food.
The food, you know. Yeah, so Ladenburg, 9th of November. The address is on the poster, and yeah.
Where is this poster? It's on your Village Girl Trees page.
My personal page, Facebook. It's everywhere.
Can you give us like a mini brief description of what really happens
So
at the event.
So on the day when you get there, you get cookies, tea, and like there's a waiting place where you wait, before, so that everyone can just come in. It usually starts at like 9 in the morning to 10 o'clock. That's when people come in, and then from there, when the event starts, we then get into the theory. We do the theory first. Like, so I go through the steps. I introduce myself, tell you my story, how it all started, and then we do theory.
So you kind of like you're presenting there, you're telling them. Did
yes.
they teach you also in school, or it's just?
They didn't teach us that, but you see it like with the lecturers how they conduct themselves when they teach, and also obviously you Google these things, like YouTube, you see how to teach, makeup. So I then do that. Then we start. There's a model. Usually I have 2 models, and then we learn different types of techniques. I don't only teach I teach the makeup, and then I teach you how to take proper pictures, how to edit your pictures, how to, create like proper
content.
pictures. And then how to wash your wigs, your hair, what products to use, and how to wash your makeup brushes and everything. So it's not just makeup that I teach, and then after that we have the lunch, and you network with other women, because there's great women that attend these events. Then you might find that someone has another business that you might be interested in, being a part of. So it's also about networking, getting to know other women. It's more than just makeup, because the ladies that attend this event are just all great. They're from different walks of life, and that's about it. And you get a kit, like you get to leave with some
kit.
You get brushes, eyeshadow, and and you get to know in depth what products I use, and from your high end to your retail affordable products.
Are you orchestrating like the whole thing by yourself?
Yeah, basically, like I obviously have help from my cousin Gabelo, again, my friends. They're there to support me, to help me set up, and my mom with the catering and everything, my sister. And so I do have a lot of support. My husband as well, he's very helpful. He's one of the people that invest in the brand,
That's really nice.
It's really nice.
Is there like any evidence of the last event, or you don't take pictures there?
There is on the business page. I did share like pictures. There's also people who shared their experience as well. Like there's a reel. I did post a reel.
You're running everything by yourself. Also.
Yeah, basically
you did the
social.
Reel by yourself. You edited and
even the posters I did myself. Even the welcome boards, even the decor, the colors of everything.
Like this body works for me.
Why are you shaming people? Stop shaming people. We have different ideas. No, I don't support what he's doing. Stop shaming people. Really? I don't think it's easy to do that. I don't think like it's an easy job to kind of do what my body works for me.
Do you think what you're doing is easy?
It's not, but I'm saying I don't think also doing that is easy.
There's nothing that's easy.
Easy, yeah. Like a job for one. It's just that they're doing something that society deems as so disgusting.
When some people still that you're like 22, you didn't even try life.
But you didn't even try. I want to keep you in the idea higher.
Already well, you give up.
Oh man. Times are tough, times are tough. Hey, Mzanzi is not an easy. Hey, and I would share with one again. Which I remember go delay into a lor normal one. So whenever I did a baboni into a lor.
I'm not really judging them. I'm just
it's banter.
I'm just playing with
It's
you.
better.
Do your thing.
Yeah. So, but that's what I always say. When you come across people and you see them having certain characteristics, like when they react to things, the only thing I keep in mind is that aruswan.
The way, the type of environment we grew up in.
No, we'll
and
never
how we
ever
were
ever
raised.
ever be the same because hey, buphilo.
So when you went to school to study somatology, what you saw yourself?
So the biggest thing was working on the cruise. I
On
think
the cruise.
that was the biggest goal.
What
But
is
the
that?
main
So
goal.
sorry for disturbing you. Are you putting makeup on your lips?
Yes, so this is a lipstick. It's a lipstick palette. So it has different types of colors.
It's a lipstick palette.
Yeah, so the nice thing about this, usually it's used by makeup artists. So these are usually used by makeup artists. So it's something that you get. Also, most of the products I get like from Hermosa Flow and this other brand called David's Cosmetics on Instagram. So if you're looking to find them. So yeah, it's lipstick.
No, it's not makeup. It's lipstick.
Yeah, it is makeup. Lipstick is makeup. Kind of, what are you asking? Oh, the goal.
Oh yeah, like
when I was in school.
what
The goal was to be on the cruise, but I think the biggest goal of it all is to have a branch of spas in different towns, especially here in Limpopo. A lot of people are always asking me, when are you opening a spa? I mean, I do have a home-based spa at home. You can come and I do. It's still a spa, but it's not as established because I know what I learned at school. Like, I don't want to open up a place and it's mediocre. I want to set a certain standard. When people go to my spa, like, you know, and yeah, I want people to know there's value in going to that place. So it's not easy opening a spa. It costs millions, and I'm not kidding. The machines are so expensive. Having a space that is, and to be a spa, there's certain things that you need to check. Like, for example, if you have a spa, you can't just have a spa in this room. If there's no water, like a basin or bathroom, it's not considered a spa. You need to have warm and cold water for it to qualify as a spa. So you can't just have a room like this, but it's a spa. It can be. Maybe you can say you can say it's a beauty room or beauty parlor, but a spa to qualify to be a spa, it's not easy. And that's why I'm so grateful that I was able to go to school to study all of these things, because. But
how many colors are you going to put there?
Never ask a makeup artist what shades or colors. I mean, we just put. As long as it looks nice.
Oh, just put.
It's nice. You just good to go. So yeah, kind of what was I saying? Yeah, I just want to give people value for their money. So that's why it takes so long for me to open up a space where I can say, okay, finally, I have a spa, and this is it. So it costs millions, guys. It's not that I don't want to open a spa. Like some machines will literally just cost you a machine 200,000 rand for just a machine. And not, hey, that's a lot of money. It doesn't grow on trees. So yeah. But the biggest goal is to have different spas and in different places like in Polokwane, Murai, Beresford, Ladenburg, hopefully Pretoria, because that's where I was, you know, for some time. And yeah, just have it fully functioning with people working there. Like, I think the biggest thing is also creating job opportunities for people, because I want a mereko out there. You know, especially for people who study, for example, somatology, when they wanna when they graduate, obviously they need a job. So to also have a place that is open for students, you know, to come and work so that they can grow and establish themselves and know what is it in, because somatology is big. There's a wide range of things. You can do nails, you can do hair, you can do a lot of things, skin and everything. So so that they know what, okay, this is where I'm leaning towards. For example, with Village Girl Treats, the main big thing is makeup, but there's other things I'm doing as well. So that it gives you, like, I want to give like students an opportunity to know what, okay, what's the biggest thing that I'm doing, like from studying what I studied. Because people always ask me, what's the manala? I'm not passionate. Manala for the sake of the money. And that's where the problem is. Like when you start doing things for the money, you lose the quality of you know, you get, you know, valid clients, but do you have like serious proper clients that really value your work? Yeah, you know. Yeah, for the sake of the money or because, you know, everyone is doing it. So I don't want to do that.
So now you plan on, so you're done with the makeup?
Almost done.
Almost done. Yeah. After the lashes, what do you do?
I'm going to put blush, highlighter, and then setting spray.
Setting spray. Spray
yes, that one.
What's the right way to take it off?
What? The lash?
Makeup.
Oh, the proper way. So first you have to, like, I usually advise that you get makeup remover.
Yeah, we back from an ad break. Please go follow Kanye Vision Studios on Instagram. Go follow Mawatle Apparel on the gram. Go follow village_girl_treats on Instagram. Village Girl Treats on Facebook. Dude, I need to go in the massage. You can depression.
How you say that? Hi, Banda. Go and see a therapist.
Yeah, you know, but you know, they can give you something to uplift your mood. You know, something to increase your libido. You know, stuff like that. So you were telling us how to
properly remove makeup.
What are you doing now? Is that still mascara?
Caesar. I'm applying mascara on the bottom lashes. Look now, I messed up. But it's fine. We'll remove it. Oh, the proper way to remove makeup is to first wipe it off with like makeup remover, and then there's something called a pre-cleansing oil. No, you know why you can't use water? You need something that's oil based. So you first remove with the wipes or the makeup remover, and then there's something called pre-cleansing oil. Then you go over your skin, right? And then you take a cleanser, a foaming cleanser or whatever, and then wash it off. And always wash it, like when you wash your face, I'd like to believe ladies not in the bathtub, because if you do that, I'm judging you. I'm really judging you. No, you can't do that. So always wash your face in the basin, you wash it off, and then after that, yeah, you apply your toner, your serums. So you first wipe it off, pre-cleanse, and then cleansing gel. That's how at least I do it.
The cleansing gel after
cleansing gel after pre-cleansing oil. Yeah, pre-cleansing oil before wiping off, pre-cleansing oil, cleansing gel. Yeah. And then you wash it off. And then just to check. And then I always advise to go in with a toner, because the toner also removes the excess dirt and helps balance the pH of your skin. So yeah.
After toner, cool.
Moisturizer, SPF, and then yeah. Actually, you're gonna be on your phone. Let me tell you, SPF is not just for when you're outside. And I think that's a mistake a lot of us make.
SPF.
Yeah, we think or at the beach or swimmer. No, it's also for like now. You work with lights. Probably that's why you feel like your skin is not working. You're always in the light. You're always on your phone. Those have UV radiations. And when you go out, there's something called free radicals that come and then, you know, create. Yeah. So when you have a SPF, the one that has antioxidants. It helps protect your skin from.
Which one is the right one you should?
I use one from La Roche-Posay and
La Roche.
Roche-Posay. It's kind of hard saying that name. Yo, you have to really. It's La Roche-Posay, and I like the one here, Eucerin.
Eucerin.
And be careful. Remember when they do these SPFs, sometimes some of them are tinted. It's for the Caucasian people. So be careful. Read first. No, I don't have it. I actually have it in my bag kit, so I just came with a few stuff. So just be careful when you...
You use that every day, when?
SPF? Yes. Religiously.
Oh, you religiously or not king?
La Roche-Posay or Eucerin. Yeah, there's also one that's made Dermapol. But that one is usually for people with dry skin. So if you have oily skin or problematic skin, I wouldn't recommend that you use.
So they like
SPF, no, there's nothing yet. There's no. And some of the serums that we use, like foundations, like this one has an SPF 10. You see, so some of the foundation sometimes has SPF, or the primers have SPF. So
SPF is sunproof.
I don't know what
Sunproof
SPF is.
Yeah,
So, sunproof what?
Sunproof fact. I don't know.
At least when what? I'm a somatologist, I don't even know. I actually don't know.
Fact,
That's crazy.
I think I remember. I'm not sure, but yeah.
It could be that. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that's how I would advise people to remove their makeup.
Coke or Coke or Pepsi.
Coke.
Coke.
Ew, Pepsi. Oh no, honey. I'm sorry. If you love Pepsi, then I don't know. I don't like the taste of Pepsi.
Why not?
It's not nice. I had it in Burger. Is it Burger King that has?
Yeah, they give you Pepsi Max.
How I say if in man.
That's it.
I know what those Asian countries, they use Coke to clean, but it's better than Pepsi. Pepsi, I'm sorry. You like Pepsi? Eh? Sorry.
Yeah.
You like Pepsi?
Yeah.
But you... Why? Why do you like Pepsi?
It's nice.
When I'm at home, I ruined my makeup.
You ruined it. What did you do?
Like here, with that mascara. But it's fine. We're almost done. We're basically done.
If you were to have a superpower, whether it's reading minds, flying, I don't know, turning people to listen to you on whatever it is, any superpower you would imagine, what would it be and why?
Any superpower?
Anything you can imagine.
To be able to take away hunger.
Take away.
No, I'm for real. Like, you watch these things that are happening in Gaza, Israel, everything, and you see how hungry people get. Like, or don't worry about your stomach. Well, it's about tlala tlala ya baba, and because if you're eating and you're filled, you're going to be healthy, nutrition, like you're going to have nutrition. You're not going to have malnutrition. So there's a lot of malnutrition that happens to children in Africa. So if I could just take away hunger for people, but that's the superpower I'd have. Like if somebody in the world, they say, oh no, this country is very hungry. They don't have food. They don't have, and then I can I can just say, you're filled. I would do it, because that's
beautiful.
Yeah, so that's the superpower I'd have.
Yeah, kind of where do people find you if they're trying to?
Oh, you can find me on social media, on Instagram. On my personal page is Lekwetse It's open. It's not a private account.
Lekwetse.
No, I don't know why. Then get Instagram. I do melody, and then yeah, Lekwetse Tovejani on Instagram. My business page is village_girl_tweets. Facebook is Lekwetse Tovejani _tweets, and then Twitter. Twitter. Hey, it's been a while. What's happening there?
Hey,
Yo. I haven't been there for a while.
This is the
Setting spray.
setting spray.
That's the setting spray.
Go finish.
No, I'm still gonna put the locking mist. The fixing spray. This is the setting, and that is the fixing.
Why we miss him? Steers or Burger King?
Steers. I can't quite Burger King in that. Burger King too much. And they're huge.
Yeah, they're huge. And there's
only one burger. And it, kind of what is it? And I haven't had it in years. I haven't had it in years.
The fierce whoop.
I don't even know what that is. Not highway. More I remember about McDonald's in Burger King. After a very long time.
What's your favorite go-to meal if you're out? Where do you like eating? Like your regular thing?
One thing that will never... I always go for something I know or I won't disrupt my diet or my stomach. That's a schnitzel. A schnitzel or salad. That's my go-to. Like a chicken salad and a chicken schnitzel. Anything chicken doesn't disturb my tummy. Yeah. I'm done. Do I look good?
I don't know.
This is the go-to makeup look that people like. Well, this is what I always...
Yeah, it's proper.
Thank you. I have a special actually running this week. On this weekend from the 5th to the 7th of July. Makeup in-house is 600 Rand. So if you are looking to do your makeup, I don't know when this is going to come. It's a Sunday.
Can't you run it until...
Until when?
Because this episode drops on Monday.
Ah, no, then... It ain't my problem. It ain't my... But there will be other specials as well. So there will be like a Women's Day special, you know, also for permanent makeup. So if you ladies want to come for... I'm going to definitely... On Women's Day, Women's Month, there will be a special because I want the ladies to, you know, to feel good. Yeah.
Okay, now we're signing out.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you for, you know, affording me this opportunity to be here. I think you're doing great. You're very consistent. Well, from what I see, you're very, very consistent. And I think if you keep at it, you will grow. And I like that you don't ice spicy things. Because I was scared as a child. I was scared, but I like that you keep it very professional. So it's very good. And yeah, shout out to everyone that watched this. Shout out to my husband.
Big shout out.
My husband. To my daughter, my family, my mom, everyone. Shout out to you guys. So yeah.
Big shout out to Blossom. Yeah.
Yes.
Big shout out to Hasbi. Big shout out to Kanyo Vision. Big shout out to Mawatle. We are out.
Thank you.